Okay, so if you have a block, let's use the block just to begin with. And we'll start lying down on our backs. We'll take the block on its edge like this and just place it underneath the back of the head, so not on the neck. So you just find a nice comfortable place to be. The back of the head resting on the block, and you can have your hands down by your side. Just notice that space between the shoulders and the floor. So get a little bit comfortable there. You could let your knees press together, feet as wide as the mat. And then let your eyes close and let your whole body relax for a moment. Just breathe in and out through your nose, letting your nervous system calm down, settle down. Using your breath to prepare yourself for the class ahead and for whatever's after that. You can let the head rock from side to side so you get that massage there on the back of the head. Maybe just keep the right ear towards the floor or towards the block. And squeeze the left shoulder blade down towards the floor. So you're getting a nice stretch there. Then bringing the head back to the centre. We'll take the head over to the other side and then again squeezing the opposite shoulder blade down into the mat. Just to feel that stretch and that space. Let's bring the head back to the centre, just taking a few more breaths here, allowing the back of the neck to stretch. Your night's sleep where you've, all the joints and vertebrae have got closer together, just taking this time to spread them out. Then start to walk your feet towards each other. If you need to take the block away, you can. If you're right there for a little bit longer, stay like that. We'll bring the right thigh into the chest and the right ankle then on top of the left thigh. That's just nice and easy, not really pushing or forcing, just feeling the opening in the hip. And then bringing the right foot back down onto the floor. And we'll just do the same with the left leg. Just slowly working our way into our bodies. So left ankle on the top of the right thigh. Feeling the shoulder blades pressing into the mat, the spine. Length through the back of the neck and the opening in the hip. Then placing your left foot back down onto the floor. Just turn the block onto its other edge, so its lower edge. And bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. You can have your hands on your belly, elbows resting on the floor. And just follow the breath as the belly inflates on that breath in and deflates on the breath out. Try not to hold on to any muscles. And letting the breath flow freely through your body. So you can take your arms up and over your head now. Have your first fingers touching and your elbows bent. And try and squeeze your shoulder blades back into the mat. Relax your face. Notice if there's some tension somewhere. And every exhale, try and relax and ease into whatever it is that you're feeling. And you can let your head move from side to side. There might be a bit more freedom there with the block a little bit lower. And then bringing the head back to the center. Taking the block away, just pop it to one side. Feel the back of the head now resting on the floor. Excellent. How does that feel? First fingers are touching, your elbows are bent. And then slide your elbows so that they come in line with your shoulders and your hands come in line with your elbows. And try and squeeze the shoulder blades into the mat. You're going to bring the hands into your fist and then lift the hands up. And then see if you can press the knuckles into the floor just below the elbows now, and you're getting that rotation of the shoulders. Lifting the hands back up, press the back of the hands into the floor and feel the shoulder blades wrap down the back. Yeah? So take your awareness to your shoulder blades here and your shoulders. Lifting the hands up, press the knuckles down into the mat. Feel the shoulders rotate forwards. And then picking the hands up and then pressing the backs of the hands into the floor, feeling the shoulder blades wrap backwards. Last time, lifting the hands up and then pressing the knuckles down into the floor. Seeing how far you can go and just exploring the shoulders there. And then lifting the hands back up and feeling the backs of the hands press into the floor. Good. Nice. Open up the hands. Slide the first fingers to touch again, so you're reaching the arms above the head. And then bring your knees up. Extend your legs out in front. Point your toes and then stretch your arms, so you're doing that lovely full body stretch now. Big breath in. As you breathe out, move your feet over to the right hand side. And then move your body and your arms towards the right hand side. So you're getting this banana shape through your body. If you want a little bit extra, just cross your left ankle over your right ankle. So it adds a little bit more to the stretch. Okay, be mindful, it's still early. Inhale. And exhale, feel both shoulder blades pressing onto the mat. So sometimes people get that mixed up and they lift the left shoulder blade up, but keep it pressing down. Good. And then release that. Walk the feet all the way over to the left hand side. That's it. And then walk the body and the arms all the way over to the left hand side. So you're getting that lovely banana shape here through the right side. If you need a bit more, cross your right foot over your left. That's it. And really explore the right side here. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Excellent. Bring your feet back to the center. Bring your body and arms back to the center. Bend your knees and bring your knees into your chest. You can wrap your arms over the tops of the shins and just see now how's those hips doing, how's the lower back doing. And you can rock from side to side, so you feel the massage there, either side of the spine, and just starting to encourage a little bit of space in your hips. And then just before we get moving, waking up those hips a little bit more, rest your hands on your knees and then glue your knees together. Feel your inner thighs there, feel your belly draw back towards the floor, and then we do a little circle with the knees. So one of my favourite waking up bodies movements. So you also get a nice massage on your back. And then take the circle the other way. gluing those knees together as the legs move in the hips and you get the massage on your back. And then we're going to separate the knees so they move away from each other. Take them around in a circle and then back to the center. Another one of my favorites, just to feel how each leg is moving within each hip space. And using the arms to guide the legs. So the legs aren't doing much muscle movement, but more just moving within the hip. Take the circle the other way. Now keep the knees open to the side. Bring the feet together, soles of the feet together, and wrap the hands around the edges of the feet. Yeah, if that's not possible, you could do just take your knees over your arms, over the tops of your knees. Okay, and move the right knee towards your right shoulder, and then left knee towards the left shoulder. Yeah, so you're kind of wiggling like that, getting into your bodies. And then releasing the feet, take them all the way up to the sky. Point and flex through your feet. You might feel that little bit of stiffness there. Feel the legs, hamstrings, all need a little bit of work still. And then we can give the legs a nice big shake. Getting all that energy moving, getting blood pumping. And roll your way up into your child's pose, okay? So you can take your hands behind your thighs. You can do a few rolls, just encouraging the back to start to move and go with you. And then eventually coming into your child's pose, maybe crossing the legs, taking the feet back. Have your knees close together and your feet close together. And then relax the tummy, chest, head over your legs. Hopefully that feels okay to be there like that. After that little warm up, we've focused on our shoulders, on our hips, on our backs. Hopefully enough just to be able to move now. We'll look forwards and come up onto all fours. And then turn the fingers towards the knees. You can feel that little stiffness there through the wrists. And you could maybe do little circles, see if that feels good. Thinking about pushing away from the floor. How is the strength through the arms and into the shoulder sockets? Take the circles the other way. And then flicking the fingers forwards. Do a big circle with your head now. Sometimes it's good to close your eyes here so that you don't get dizzy. A nice big circle exploring the neck. Circle it the other way. And bringing the head into stillness, take it into your rib cage now. So scooping the rib cage up and around. Moving through the shoulder blades, feeling the chest drop. So if you imagine that there's this substance called fascia through your whole body, and it's kind of like a cling film substance that holds all your muscles in place and together, and that gets stiff and cold and tight during your night. Swing the other way. And movement is the best thing to warm that up and melt it. So sometimes when you wake up, if you feel stiff and tight, it's not actually your muscles and your joints, it's just the fascia needs warming up. And then bringing that into stillness, bring it into your hips now, so big circle with the hips. Just noticing if you can already feel where you've warmed up and what's mobile and what's not. And then circle the other way. That's it. Good. Now, just before you get moving, flip your right hand over, back of the hand into the floor. And we'll tuck the toes under and sit back into your heels so you get your double whammy, wrist stretch and toes stretch. Release, and change sides, left hand over, and leaning back, and again pressing into those toes, or you can bring the hands into that little fist. And then release, and we'll just sit onto your toes for a moment. I know you all love this. Bring your hands together, and then start to circle out your wrists. That's it. Breathe through any discomforts in your toes. Take the circle the other way. Good. So we'll take the hands down and then push back into your heels and lift the hips up into a forward fold. Now you might want to keep the knees bent for a moment. Relax your head. You can give the head a little shake, yes or no. But make sure the breathing is helping you to relax. So every inhale, maybe feeling length. And every exhale, relaxing into wherever you get to. Inhale, feeling length. Exhale and folding. So you can give this a go. Take the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders back, and then see if you can lengthen the arms straight and towards the floor. Yeah. Might be a little bit of sensations in the hamstrings there, in the shoulders. If you've got your knees bent, then you're protecting your back. Try and feel the weight through both feet, and let your breathing encourage the muscles to relax. Yeah, bringing the hands back to the sacrum, and then walking the hands all the way out to the top of the mat. Coming into your first plank pose, feel the strength there. Then bend the knees and push the hips up to the sky into your downward facing dog. Feel the hamstrings move away, towards the back of the mat as you push through the hands and try and send the tailbone higher to the sky. Wiggle the hips side to side. Big breath in and a long breath out. Keep your feet wide and just lift your right leg to the sky. We'll bring the right foot outside your right hand. Okay, lower the left knee to the floor. Come onto your fingertips, draw the head and chest forwards. That's it, and then you could rock side to side. Getting into those hips a little bit more. Nice. Good. And from here, come back so that you're going to bring your right hand now outside your right foot and walk your right foot in slightly. And then lean back onto your left leg and draw your right toes towards the sky. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, see if you can lift yourself all the way up now. So you're standing onto your left leg. And catch hold of your block if you've got it nearby, and you don't have to have the block, it's fine if you haven't got it. But you can take the block out to the right side, rest on it, and then reach the left arm over towards the right. Yeah. You can also do that just directly to the floor as well. Big breath in. Good, and then as you breathe out, roll yourself back over your leg. And then sit down onto that left leg and start to draw the chest towards the floor. You can use your block underneath your right hip if that helps. Long breath in, chest towards the toes. And long breath out. And as much as we're doing flexibility, we can do a little bit of strength as well. So inhale, lift the head and chest up. Push into your fingertips. Point your right toes and see if you can lift that right leg. Inhale, don't use your quad, squeeze the right thigh into the right hip. And then exhale, lower the right foot. We'll rebend into this right leg. Move the block out of the way. Tuck your back toes, we'll lift the back knee and then work on straightening that right leg. Hands can be on your block. Inhale, draw the chest towards the toes. Exhale and fold it forwards. We may as well have a little bit of fun here as well. So inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then as you exhale, start to lift your right foot off the floor, but it might not happen. Yeah, so have a play. Lower the right foot if you manage to lift it, and then re-bend into your right leg. We'll let the right foot move to the back of the mat. Should feel a little bit of difference in that right leg. Now we'll lower the knees, release your feet. Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Before you go anywhere, take the hands either side of the mat, and then as you inhale, lift the head and chest up, move through the spine. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, push through the pubic bone as you lift the head and chest up. And then exhale, lower back down. Last time, lift yourself up. See if you can stay here, move side to side. So if you remember lying down on our backs with our arms above our head, squeezing the shoulder blades towards the mat. And we've got all that space now that you can move into. Lower the belly back down, hands go underneath your shoulders, push your hips back into your child's pose, gripping onto the mat. Good. Look forwards, come up onto all fours, tuck your toes under and then back up into your downward facing dog, and just notice, is there a difference? Which leg feels different? So lift the left leg to the sky. And then bring your left foot outside your left hand. Lower the right knee to the floor. Come onto your fingertips, draw the chest forwards. Left foot onto its side. And again, if you want to move side to side, just seeing if you can get into that hip a little bit more. And then pressing the left foot flat. Take your left hand outside your left leg, walk the left foot to the centre, and then come back onto the right leg, draw the left toes to the sky, so into that hamstring. Inhale, chest towards the toes. Exhale and fold over the leg. So you can keep working on the flexibility here, or you can go with that strength. Okay, so inhale, lift the head and chest. Point the toes and see if you can lift that left leg up off the floor, and it might not happen. Okay. Excellent. Lower the left foot down. Now catch hold of your block again, and then come up to standing on the right leg. So you can take the left hand to the block on the left side, reach the right arm up and over, or you can take the lower edge, or maybe hand on the floor. And just feel that stretch. It's a big stretch. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, bringing it all the way back. Good. So now we can re-bend into the, sit your hip down. You can use that block if you need to. Almost missed this bit, my favourite bit. Lifting the head and chest up. Exhale and fold. And you don't have to have the block there. So again, you can continue to work on this flexibility here, or add in a bit of strength. Fingertips push down, head, chest lifts up, point your toes, and see if you can lift that left leg up. Breathe in. Don't worry if it doesn't happen, but definitely try not to do it through your quad. Lower the foot down. Well done. We're going to step back into this left leg. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee, and then into this little wider than normal legged pyramid pose. Inhale, chest towards the toes. Exhale and fold. And you can stay here like this, working on that flexibility, or playing with your strength. Inhale and exhale. intending to lift that left foot off the floor. The intention will lead to a pathway. Lower the left foot back down, and we'll rebend into the left leg, and then take your left foot to the back of the mat. Good. Lower the knees to the floor, release your feet, and then let the elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down and rest on the floor there. Put your head underneath your hands underneath your head. Separate your feet so they go to the corners of the mat. Push down through your pubic bone. Feel your thighs push down. Big breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can lift the feet up off the floor. That's it. Notice which muscles are helping you to do that. Lower the feet back down. And again, big breath in. As you breathe out, lift the legs up off the floor. Yeah, and trying to keep the legs straight. Yeah, it's not bending. Lower the leg back down. Last time, drawing pubic bone down and then reaching legs away and then up. Keeping those legs straight. Good. Lower the legs down. We'll slide the hands underneath your shoulders and then push the hips back into child's pose, big toes touching. Your knees are already open, so let the belly sink in between your thighs. Long breath in and long breath out. Nice, guys. Oh, my body's already feeling so much better. I hope yours is as well. So look forwards, come up onto all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back into down dog. Step the big toes to touch, and we're going to lift the right leg to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hips, you get that nice stretch there. Now, either stay here or flip your dog, right foot to the left side, right fingers to the top of the mat. Yes, it's an option. Good. Look into your left hand, right hand comes down, right leg goes back up, and then right knee into your nose, right foot, next to your right thumb. Come up into your high lunge. Then take your right hand towards the right side. You can have your block if you like. Left arm up and over your head. Good. Coming back up. Take the back heel down 45 and open up to your warrior two, walking your front foot forwards. That right leg already speaking. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the side. Good. We're going to windmill. Right hand comes down. Big circle, left arm up and over the head. Walk your right foot over to the right and then play with straightening the front leg. And it might not straighten completely. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Rebend into your right leg and sweep your right foot all the way back up to the sky into your three-leg dog. Good. Bend the knee, open up the hip, enjoy that stretch, that space. And then lower right foot next to the left. Good. Let's go for the other side. Left leg sweeps to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Okay, now you can just follow the direction of that left foot or stay there. Yes, you can let the foot fall to the right. Lift the hips up and reach the fingers to the front. Look to your right hand, left hand down. Left leg all the way back up. And knee into nose, slot the foot next to your hand, your left thumb. Come up into your high lunge. You might want to take the block with you, ready? And then you can lower the block to the left side, right arm up and over your head, or you could just be hovering in space. Lovely, guys. Good. Swinging yourself all the way back up. We drop the back heel, come into warrior two. Walk your front foot towards the right, reach the fingers away. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back and breathe into the side. Windmill, left hand down, big circle, right arm up and over. Pick your back heel up and walk your left foot over to the left a little And then work on straightening the leg back. And again, it doesn't have to be straight. So you can rebend into that left leg, or just sweep that left leg back straight. See what's possible. Heel into bottom, open up the hip. Oops. Good. Lower the left foot next to the right. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Relax your head, forward fold. Take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders back, just check in, how does that feel now? Hands come to the sacrum, and then release them down towards the floor, and then start to roll your way up to standing. Good, guys, nice. We take a big step with your right foot forwards, and then turn the toes towards the left. So you come into a wide leg stance. Yeah. Take the hands onto your hips. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then exhale, fall forwards. Hinging from your hips. And we're going to take those hands behind us again. So they interlace. Draw the shoulders back, and then just draw the hands over the head so you get that stretch through the shoulders and the hamstrings. Yeah. Good, looking good, guys. Hold it there for a moment. Long breaths. Nice. Good. And then release the hands so they touch the sacrum first, and then they rest on the floor. I want you to bend your knees and send your hips down as low as they'll go. Yeah, and then straighten the legs, send the head down and the hips up. And again, bend the knees, go as low as you can go. And then straighten the legs, head down, hips up. Last time, bend the knees, see how low you can sit down. That's it. And then straighten the legs, head down, hips up. Good. So now bend your knees. We're going to swivel back to the front of the mat. So your right leg is forwards, your left leg is back. Now we turn the back toes towards the right and the right foot onto its side. So we're going to get into this little stretch here. Now if you walk your right foot closer towards your left foot, and then try and twist so the outer left leg rests on the floor and your right fingers reach towards the front of the mat. Big breath in, reach, reach, reach. Good. As you breathe out, can you reach the right arm up and over your head so you get that extension there through the side? And then return, bring it all the way back. Okay, and again, sweeping the right arm across your body and up and over your head. And then reaching it all the way back. Good, and last time, reaching the right fingers all the way to the back, trying to feel that stretch there. Your hips might be higher. Moves. And then sweep it all the way there. Good. Bring your right hand back and then pick your back heel up. That hip's going to feel good. Right leg all the way to the sky, heel to bottom, open the hip. Cool, guys. Lower your foot back down. And then walk your hands back towards your feet again. This hamstring stretch here, this forward fold, getting better every time. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Okay, so stepping now with that left foot forwards, turning the toes towards the right. Hands behind you, interlace, draw shoulders back, and then hinge from the hips. That's it. Take a big breath in, keeping the hands interlaced, lift the head and chest up, and then exhale and fall forwards. Good. If your head's touching the floor, bring your feet closer together. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then exhale, fold it forwards. Good, guys. Nice. Well done. Bring the hands back to the sacrum and then release them to the floor. This time I'll do a twist. So now take your right hand to catch hold of your left ankle and your left fingers to reach away. Now that left hand can be on a block, and your right hand could be closer to your knee, or you're just reaching for it. Yeah? But feel yourself twist, looking underneath that left arm. And then release that, change sides, left hand outside right ankle or calf, right fingers reaching away and twisting. Good, and twist. And then rebend into your left leg. So left leg is bent, facing the top of the mat. Okay. Turn your back toes towards the left and front foot onto its side. Now to make this possible, walk your foot closer towards the left foot and then sit the outer hip down, yeah? Or if you're challenging yourself, keep that foot away. We all good? Otherwise you're hovering. You can even pop the block underneath your right hip for space. Yeah. Left arm reaches towards the foot, flexing through the foot there. And as you inhale, sweep the arm in front of your body and then towards the back. And then bring it all the way back around towards the back of the mat. Yeah. And again, just explore, where can you go with this? So it's going to be different for everyone. Just trying to find some movement. Yeah. Last time, sweep. Yeah. Add in the sound effects if you like. And then swinging it back. Nice. Take your left hand down, pick your left heel up, and now let's take that front foot to the back. Well done, guys. Good. Take a nice wiggle. Yeah. Lower the knees to the floor. Release your toes a minute. Sit back into your heels. You can come onto your forearms. You can rest your head on the floor. Just letting go of anything that built up there, as if there was tightness or tension, yeah, or if you found that difficult, letting it go. Know that the body will move and change over time. Just got to keep at it. Walk your way back up onto your knees. That's it. Coming up onto your shins. Tuck your toes under. And then come up to standing. So if you're like me and you're on a tiled floor, you can always roll up your mat. Gives you a little bit more comfort. We'll take the hands behind you, fingers pressing down. Feel the slope of the back there, so that's where you want the hands to be. Those toes are supporting you. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then exhale, belly draws back. Tail is tucking. You're pushing the hands so that the thighs and hips move forwards. And then you're leaning the upper body back. Good. And then make your way back up. Bring your hands heart center. Release your feet now. And then start to lean it back. So now you're engaging your quads and your core. And bringing it back. And do that pulsing a few times. And your quads nice and strong for the day. Whatever's happening. And last one. Good. And then just stay here. Again, if you haven't put cushioning under your knees and you need it, go for it. You're going to put the hands into fists and draw the hands down by the sides. So I'm going to turn to the side here and stay on a little cushion. And then let your right ear fall towards the right shoulder and really press the left fist down towards the floor. And then let the head swing so the chin comes to the chest. And then as it goes to the other side, really press down through that other knuckle. There, the other hand. Okay, do that a few times as you swing from side to side, pressing down through the arms, the shoulders, or the opposite one. And if you haven't got any neck issues, then you could do the same. Letting the head swing towards the sky and over to the side, but be super careful with that one. Yeah. If you prefer just to go in the other way, that's fine. Last time. Good. Bringing the head back to the center and then sitting back into your Virasana. Inhale, lift the arms up, last stretch. Turn the palms face up towards the sky. And as you exhale, fold to the right. Okay, let's turn to the side here. As you go round to the front, going to round into the upper back. There should be lots of movement and space there now. And then take it over to the side. And then all the way to the sky. And then one more time over the other way. Rounding into the upper back. All the way over to one side. And then back to the center. Good. Just let your right hand rest on the floor. Reach your left arm up and over your head. You can bend the arm as you reach to the side. And coming back up, hand down, reach the other arm up and over, and you're bending your arm so you can reach to the side. Good. And coming back to the center, roll back onto your bum. Take your legs all the way out in front. And then lay down onto the floor, onto your backs. Right back where we started. Almost like nothing happened, it was a dream. Have your feet close together. Yeah, not touching though. Palms flat. Inhale, breath in. Exhale, moving it to the lower back now. Tuck in the tail. Feel each vertebra as much as you can, lift the hips up. And then lower down. Just trying that a few times. It's not really about getting up super high, just about seeing if there's more space, more fluidity, more strength. And then on the last one, just staying there, lifting the hips up. We'll let the right hip drop, pick it up, let left hip drop, pick it up. So you're creating this figure of 8 with your hips. You might not be able to stop wiggling now this whole day after this wiggly class. And then lower the spine down vertebra by vertebra. Good. And like you started, soles of the feet together, knees open. You can have the block under your head if you want. And then just lift your arms up and over your head. Eyes closed, face relaxed. Try not to skip this moment. It's only a couple of moments. So if you have got time, give yourself this moment of stillness now, especially after such a moving practice. It's like giving your body or mind time to catch up with what's just happened. Might be things happening around you, but you can just put yourself in a place where you can let those things happen and just be exactly where you are right now. So as always, you know that if you have got time and you can stay there longer, then stay there as long as you like. Or just start to deepen your breathing. You could bring your knees up and extend your legs out in front. And do that nice full body stretch like you did at the very beginning. And how does it feel now? And then bringing the knees into the chest, you can roll over to the right hand side. Take a little bit of time in a fetal shape. Nice guys, good. Keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front. Sit in any shape that's good for you. Bring your hands together, thumbs into your chest bone. Take a big breath in, fill yourself up. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for wiggling with me today. Namaste. Have a great day.